Hey friends, good evening. May 26, 8:15 p.m. We're here in New York City. At the moment, we're at 18th Street and 2nd Avenue. And it's not our usual time, but we're trying something different tonight. We saw that at about 8:45 p.m. there's supposed to be some illumination on the Empire State Building related to the TV show Stranger Things. So we're going to make our way over to the Flatiron building, where we understand maybe a good spot to view. And I have with me here my fearless partner, Lisa.
Hello.
We're doing a test, so it would be very helpful if you're watching to let us know how we look and how we sound in particular. Because our big upgrade is that Lisa now has a microphone.
Look out.
We have two microphones
Such
now.
Power.
So let us know how we look, let us know how we sound, and we'll be off to the races. Soho's here. Hello, Soho. Sound is good. Thank you. So we're going to make our way over to the Flatiron building, see if we can get a good view of the Empire State Building, and wait for this Stranger Things illumination. And we also have, depending on what the situation is, a couple of other spots to view the Empire State Building. So we'll see how much standing we do, how much sitting, how much walking. TBD.
Probably a little bit of all the above.
Probably a little bit of everything. So right now we're walking down 18th Street. We're walking west, coming up on 3rd Avenue. This is kind of the Gramercy Park area. And if you're just tuning in, say hello in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. It's a lovely New York City evening, wouldn't you say?
I was just saying, the weather's very nice.
It's very mild tonight.
Yep. We have to enjoy these while we get them because they will be gone soon.
Yeah. Obviously, we wish everybody a lovely Memorial Day weekend. Hope you have good plans coming up. I know there is much happening in the world right now that we all need a respite from, so hope everybody has something meaningful and relaxing and restful and recuperative planned for the weekend. We all need it. So just waiting for the light here to change, across 3rd Avenue. 3rd Avenue and 18th Street here in New York City. So we make our way west towards the Flatiron building. It was a little cloudy, but it did look from when we were around earlier that the views of the Empire State Building were still good. So hopefully that is still the case. Knock,
We'll be okay.
knock on wood.
Doesn't look too bad.
Up ahead, we're going to see a famous New York City site, Pete's Tavern. Which you can already hear the glasses clinking.
Yes. They were saying cheers to that.
Yeah. Looks like they have a nice tent set up in addition to the seating on the right.
Oh yeah, this is a much better setup than mine.
Let me get this really quick. Cool little mural. We'll try to, unfortunately, go somewhat quickly because of the music. So it's New York's oldest bar, and it's the tavern that O. Henry made famous. Been here for quite a long time. Established in 1864, Pete's Tavern. So if you're looking for a tipple one day in New York City, might recommend that. Oh, there's the Chrysler Building. Let me go back. I'm going to try not to get hit by any cars, but saw a great view of the Chrysler Building in the distance, right in the middle of the frame. Pete's Tavern, 1864. We had dinner there. It was good. Paul and Jimmy's. We have not been here, although every time we walk by, it looks interesting.
Pretty nice setup.
We have been to Javelina, which is the next one. And we have also been to Gup Shop, which reminds me very much of the Indian food you might get in London. Really good food. Until we get to the Flatiron Building, this is going to be a little bit of our restaurant tour, I guess.
Yeah, it seems that way.
So for those of you just joining, the reason for the Stranger Things in the YouTube title is we're headed to the Flatiron Building in order to get a view of the Empire State Building, because tonight, in honor, I guess, of the final season of Stranger Things, they're doing some illuminations on the Empire State Building. Don't really know what to expect, but we're going to try to get a good view, see what we can see, and we thank all of you for being here to check it out with us. In the meantime, we're seeing some New York City sights. Why don't we walk on against Union Square, and then we'll walk up Broadway.
Regarding the light show takeover, or whatever they're calling it,
Yeah.
I believe we're going to get a glimpse of the Demogorgon.
Is it a
building.
Demogorgon? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Gregory Kelly's here. Good evening. Nice to see you live. You two are quite the gourmands. Well, it's probably the thing we do the most that we sort of treat as both, meals, but also entertainment. And we also try to often do walks around meals. So we don't live anywhere around here, for example, but sometimes we'll walk down here. So we'll make our way over to Union Square, then to Broadway, where we'll walk up or north. Missy Muss is here. Hello. Lots of friendly faces tonight. Thank you for hopping on. A little impromptu.
Should be something different, nothing else.
Yeah, we'll check it out. We'll see what it's like. So our big goal is to see the Empire State Building. And around 8:45 p.m., it's about
20 minutes from now.
It's about 8:25 right now, so yeah, 20 minutes. There should be some illuminations related to Stranger Things. And that restaurant we walked by on a recent live, or I did, I think, for the
It's empty.
Brooklyn Bridge walk, was empty, yeah, had been closed for the season. Seems to be back. Missy Muss says, eat and exercise, good balance, that's what we try to do.
Exactly.
That's what we try to do. New York City is a great city to do that in, where you can get to an entirely different neighborhood in a couple of miles, and generally the walks aren't too bad.
Given that we just had some delicious pizza,
Yeah, tonight was,
walking is not bad.
There's
to do
this-
afterwards.
yeah, there's this local chain. There's like 4 or 5 of them. They each have a different name. We went to Posto, but there's Posto, Tapo, Vezzo. I'm forgetting at least 1 or 2 others. Spunto, I think, is one. And they make this cracker thin pizza. It's really good. It's not, you wouldn't look at it and think it was New York pizza, but it's really good. So we've made it to Broadway, walking up Broadway, one of our favorite avenues to walk. And we're gonna head towards the Flatiron Building, Italy, 23rd Street. Try to see if we're the only people out for this, or if not. We shall find out.
Indeed. I think it'll be one of those things where there will certainly be people there, whether or not they know what's happening.
Indeed. Indeed. Love this walk up Broadway. Some really beautiful architecture. So Lisa, I don't know if you want to describe some of what you've seen. Arctic says, are you heading to the Empire State Building? So, not exactly. We're heading to a spot, and I was actually going to ask Lisa to describe this. I think she might have read more about it than I did, but basically there will be illuminations on the Empire State Building. So we're actually a bit of a distance from there.
You don't want to be too close.
Yeah.
You won't be able to see.
Yeah, we want to be able to see it. We want to have a good view of it. So we're headed to 23rd Street. Empire State Building is at 34th. So we're not too far from it, but hopefully have a good view of it. And I guess when Netflix was advertising this whole thing, they put some GPS coordinates in the advertising, which said head to the Flatiron Building, which is where we're going. So we'll see what we see. So what did you read about it? Yeah.
Stranger Things Upside Down is taking over the Empire State Building. In celebration of the long-awaited fourth season, an optical and mesmeric light show experienced straight from the Upside Down will take over Manhattan's most iconic skyscraper at exactly 8:45 p.m. Eastern. So,
I guess we're doing Netflix's advertising job for them.
yeah.
Waiting for my dividends. So hopefully we'll have a good view of the building and we'll see what we see. Should be interesting.
My best friend is a huge Stranger Things fan.
Yeah?
She does not live in New York.
So she'll get to tune in and check it out with us.
This is for her
Good,
as well.
good. And for all of you joining us tonight, we still have the light, so let's hop across. As this car inches forward, forward, forward. Our turn. So a little hard to tell with the scaffolding, but there is our friend, the Flatiron Building. And of course, we're coming from the south at the moment, so it's maybe not the view that you're used to, but that is the Flatiron Building, which we've been told is the general place from which to see these sites. There's the famous spot to take your picture with the Empire State Building in the background, so let's go take a look at that. And maybe I'll ask Lisa to get on the other side of it so we can get her in the frame. And we do see, there's...
I do see the Empire State Building. And I think the red is sort of a call out to what's coming.
Yep. So let's get a shot of Lisa with the Empire State Building. We are not alone, huh? There's our screenshot. So we are not alone here. So there's lots of people. We see some Netflix barriers. Yeah, why don't you hang out here? I'll walk. So Lisa's gonna hang out there for a second. I'm gonna try not to get hit by any cars, but check out this little Netflix area. So there's tons of people here, so we'll see exactly what happens with the...
I'm sorry, can I get two for my squad kids over there? Do you mind? Thank you.
Can I get one?
Sorry. I'm going to take one more for my daughter. All right, we got them for the girls. Go back on the line. Thank you. Sorry. I didn't get it.
Dom, give me your candy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dom.
Getting some Stranger Things Sour Patch Kids for the missus. And let's see what else we can see. So there's a ton of people here, so the connection's getting a little iffy, but we'll do our best. Looks like they might also be handing out hats. Haven't seen that person yet. A ton of people here tonight. All right, let's go find Lisa. We're here for the light show. Gregory Kelly says, can't believe this many people showed up. It's crazy, right? So we got Lisa. So we're having some connection difficulties. I don't know if you're able to see that or not.
Yeah, it's been choppy.
Okay. Well, let's walk this way for a little bit and see if we can get the connection back up. So we're going to move around a little bit to try to get the connection more stable. There's tons of people here. Gregory Kelly says, can't believe this.
They didn't need our advertising after all.
Yeah, there's hundreds of people here. So they're handing out hats and Stranger Things, Sour Patch Kids.
Oh, you didn't get me a hat.
I didn't see the hat person. Would have gotten you a hat. We did get the Sour Patch Kids. So we're just moving around a little bit to see if we can find a good connection spot.
I see lots of people wearing the hats.
Oh yeah, no, there's obviously tons of hats. If you want to go try to find a hat, go for it. I'll be right on this corner. Hey, connection's a little tricky because there's so many people, but I'm moving around a little bit, try to find a better spot. But thank you all for bearing with the connection. We'll do our best to get a good one. So you can see why the connection's a little choppy tonight. We have hundreds of people here. We're gonna do our best to find a good spot.
Is there something that's supposed to go on?
Yeah, Stranger Things is going to do some animations on the Empire State Building.
Get the fuck out of here. When, right?
8:45.
8:45?
8:45. Guy had a very funny reaction. So we're just going to try to find a good connection spot. It's a ton of people. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't really expect this many. But yeah, a ton of people. So there's going to be some animation on the Empire State Building at about 8:45, and it's 8:35 now, so about 10 minutes. Hello. Did you find anything? Did you get a hat? I don't see a hat.
No, it's crazy. And then I realized my mic, you probably were getting the music, which
Oh,
is going to be
yeah.
problematic.
Yeah, we'll find
so
out.
I left.
Okay. So sorry everybody if the connection's a little choppy. So basically the story is we're here at Flatiron Building. There's hundreds of people with us. And in about 10 minutes or so, there's supposed to be some illuminations and light show on the Empire State Building.
I do think we should go back farther because you can see more of the building back there. And it's going to be, I think, not just the top.
Yeah, no, I understand that. We just at the moment have a decent connection, but we can try. We can try. We have about 10 minutes, so we can try.
Nobody back there.
Okay. So we're going to move around a little bit, see if, to try to get you the best connection we can.
Yeah, let us know once we get our spot.
There's so many people here. Sadly, unable to get a hat. We will keep trying
it's
though.
nuts. Yeah, maybe toward the end as it clears out a little bit.
Yeah.
I asked a woman where she got hers and she pointed me in the right direction, but basically said,
Sounds right. We did get our Sour Patch Kids. So you can see lots of lights here. Yeah.
but see if the connection is okay.
Yep.
What's happening?
So at 8:45, there's supposed to be some Stranger Things light show on the Empire State Building. Hey Jaden, sorry, we're doing our best. There's so many people here right now.
Is that any better?
I mean, it's not great.
You want to go back?
I mean, it's been moving up and down.
These are fun to stream, but the connection makes it difficult.
It's coming back at the moment. I think it probably has to do with how many people are here tonight.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So thanks for bearing with us. I'm just going to try not to move the camera very much so that it stays as stable as possible.
We should have only about 5 minutes to wait.
Yep. So about 5 minutes. We have the red Empire State Building here tonight. Worst case, absolute worst case, is that I'll have a recording of this and I'll post the recording. But fingers crossed the connection will stabilize a little bit. It's just too many, there's so many people.
It is choppy, but
Well, they can hear us.
no, I know. I'm just saying it's coming in and out. Yeah, I realized after I was standing right next to the blaring music that I had a microphone on. I'm not used to having a microphone on.
It's about 4 more minutes. And we should see the light show. I hope it's good. All these people, all this time.
Maybe we should have gone up more in front of Italy. I don't know if there's fewer people up there.
We have our spot now.
Okay.
Like I said, if you're watching, if it's still laggy, I get a recording of the stream that won't have any of the issues, and I'll post it later. I don't know if you can hear the helicopter above us. When there's people congregating in New York, they sometimes send out helicopters to see what's going on. Wonder if they coordinated this with the city. I mean, they must have.
Stranger Things Sour Patch Kids.
Yep. At least we got something.
We got something, yeah. It'll be about 3 minutes now.
Cool.
According to what I saw, it says exactly 8:45, so we'll see how
Timely they
accurate
are.
that is.
Well, thanks again, everybody, for being here. So we're at the Flatiron building. That's this building right here. 23rd Street and Broadway in New York City. We're facing north. We're looking at the Empire State Building, which is currently red, lit up for the TV show Stranger Things from Netflix. And we are waiting a few minutes now. There's supposed to be a light show. And I couldn't point the camera in time, but a tour bus just went by that had Stranger Things emblazoned on the side, well lit up. So we're here at the Flatiron building, looking at the Empire State Building, waiting for a light show that should begin in just a couple minutes now. I think we have about 2 more minutes to go. You can hear helicopters above because there are hundreds of people congregated here at the Flatiron building. We got some goodies. We got a box of Sour Patch Kids with the Stranger Things logo on it. And we're going to do our best later to see if we can get some hats. See what else we can get from them.
Here we go.
I think our countdown has begun. We have about a minute to go.
Yep.
Music has started. So I'm going to stop talking from here so we can have the light show.
On Broadway and 25th. it's run through again. I think that seems to be the end.
Yeah, why don't we walk from here? Well, thanks everybody for joining. Sorry for the buffering earlier. It was so funny. There were hundreds and hundreds of people here, and during the first run, I'm sure they were all, posting it online or whatever. And then even before the first run ended, people started to leave, and immediately the connection shot up. So we stuck around for for run number 2. So Manuel Reyes says, "Oh, what name have this beauty tower?" So we were looking at the Empire State Building, and that was a huge light show and projection from the TV show Stranger Things. So what I'll probably do later, because I get a recording of the stream that doesn't have all the buffering and stuff, is I'll just post a clip just of the animation. So you can see how many people are here tonight. There's Lisa's saying we could see why she couldn't get a hat. There's so many people. So we did get some Sour Patch Kids with the Stranger Things logo on it. So I think what we'll do is we'll walk up a bit towards the Empire State Building, and just because I'm imagining there's probably some stuff going on there too, even though the view of the Empire State Building won't be so great. But we'll check it out. And yeah, the huge amount of noise was a helicopter up above. I don't know if it was a police helicopter or if it was filming, but since there were so many people here, they were checking that out. It's so funny. So now we're on Broadway, walking north towards the Empire State Building, and we'll walk up 5th Avenue. The two avenues kind of merge right here.
I have to say that was.
Yeah, what'd you think?
That was worth seeing.
Yeah, I've never seen. So, if you're not super familiar with the Empire State Building, they have a whole calendar of the colors and lights that they put up. And usually it's purple, it's the New York University graduation, or it's blue and it's something. I've never seen like a full-on light show. Yeah, that was crazy.
I was thinking,
I'm sure
being the actors in that show with your face projected onto the Empire State Building.
Yeah, like 10 stories tall. Yeah, it's crazy.
Be a feeling.
I mean, I've seen like flashing lights, but I've never seen any like full-on I've never seen any full-on illumination.
Is there a problem with the sound?
Hey, Clays, is it super loud right now? Original says helicopter must be following him. Yeah, it's still above us. So the helicopter is literally, it's flying north now. It's hard to show the, it's literally directly above us. So we're at like 25th Street. It just passed probably 26, 27. So hopefully that noise will go away. There's a lot of street noise though. But if it's super, super loud, let me know.
Start to see the Empire State Building peeking out through the trees.
Yeah, so it looks like every 10 minutes or so they're running the illumination again. So we're gonna get closer to the Empire State Building and check it out, what's happening over there, as we walk north from where we were standing, which was the Flatiron building. God, there's so many people out tonight. I don't think anybody's ever seen anything like it. So as we walk towards the Empire State Building, we'll keep filming the building and check it out. And you can, so this is the north end of Madison Square Park now. Look how many people are here. Sure, but we won't have as good a view, yeah. Let's stay on this side. It's so crazy. There's so many people watching this. Well, thanks everybody for being here.
It is pretty neat that they're playing it on a loop.
Yeah. So it was supposed to go till when? Do you remember? Till midnight?
I didn't see it listed.
It's really going over so much of the building. It's crazy. So if you just joined, we're walking north on 5th Avenue towards the Empire State Building, which has been illuminating an animation for the TV show Stranger Things. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people out in the streets taking pictures and filming with us. There's 11. I have a version where we're not talking, and I'll post later tonight. I'll post a video just of the illumination without any of the buffering and all that jazz. But since we captured that, we're going to walk towards the Empire State Building, see what else we can see. So many people out, it's crazy. Gigantic tripod. That would have been smart. Save my arm. So this is the Empire State Building. I've seen, you know, it does colors, obviously, and I've seen flashing lights on it, but I've never seen animation like this on it. Okay, sorry about that. One of the mics went crazy. Thank you for letting us know. So we're here on 5th Avenue looking at the Empire State Building. Freddie Beck says, is that an indirect? Yeah, give me a second. I'll try to get it stereo. In fact, you know what we're going to do? We're just going to go off the iPhone. There might be some wind noise, but this will work better for now. Thanks for bearing with us.
We got some feedback that when it's the two of us, you couldn't hear me, so we got a second mic, and seems to be a little problematic, so we'll work that out before next time.
It's night one with the new mics, so still some troubleshooting, but thank you for bearing with us. Anyways, what I was saying was, so all this, there's this illumination on the Empire State Building for the TV show Stranger Things, and I did get some good footage earlier. And I have different audio recordings of it, so I'll post a clean version of it later on tonight. In the meantime, we're now walking up Fifth Avenue to get closer to the Empire State Building up close, see what's happening over there. Check that out. Jefferson Diaz, what happens to your mic? I don't know. One of them it was just blaring, it sounds like, and it's not even turning off now. So it's a brand new mic. Probably still getting used to it. We'll figure it out. But thank you guys for bearing with us and letting us know. It's so cool to see the Empire State Building like this.
It's so cool. Thank you. Hey, where you go, Greg? Let's go, buddy.
And there's just hundreds and hundreds of people on the street tonight that have been filming at basically every intersection. Obviously not right now underneath the scaffolding.
One of those things where even if you didn't know about it, you see it and go,
Yeah, it kind of stops you in your tracks, right?
that's something.
Kind of stops you right there. And the thing about the Empire State Building is you can see it all over the city. So I'm sure it's like this everywhere, where people are like, what is happening? Allison Wilson says that is so pretty. Yeah, it's unbelievable. I was saying earlier, and I'm sorry if we had some audio difficulties, but Empire State Building has a whole calendar because it's always lit up for something. So for example, it might be purple one night for New York University graduation, but I've never seen it fully illuminated and animated in this way. This is new, at least to me. So we're pretty close now to the Empire State Building.
Let's hang here for a minute.
Yeah, we'll hang out here for a little bit, check out the view
Pretty good spot.
this close. Arrow says, do you think the cast are there?
Filming it, videoing
Yeah.
it, yes.
Yeah.
So have this like a break in between.
Yeah, it's like running
Like
every
a whole
10 minutes or
cycle
so.
every
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Something like
Yeah.
that, something like every
I
10
just
minutes.
realized I wasn't videoing. I didn't press the stupid button. I have to do it all over.
It'll come back.
It's coming back.
Well, I don't know if my neck can deal with it.
Arrow says, do you think the cast are there? That's a good question. There's helicopters up above us, and back where we were at Flatiron, it would have been cool if you were a cast member just to see how many people came out to see it. But I think there's
I
people.
don't think so.
But I bet, you know, there's people all over the city. They could be seeing it from anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they're in the city, but they weren't there. This is also... You know, it's not like it's premiering
Yeah.
tonight or something. It's just really getting the hype going. Speaking of getting the hype going, there's a bus going by.
Arrow says, have you seen Stranger Things? Yeah, and in fact, I started to watch the first couple of episodes again tonight. If you're here watching with us, say hi in the chat, let us know where you're watching from. That was the bus. Isn't that funny? Arrow said, was that just the bus playing music or is that the building? I think it was the bus that came by, which had the Stranger Things logo.
They seem to be looping
Lit up.
around, and I saw it back there.
I think there might be a bunch of them. Just keep driving by.
They give Sean a hard time for using the word iconic, but you don't get more iconic than the Empire State Building, and for this to be happening there is quite something.
That's awesome. Plays asks, is the cast here? That's a good question. We actually just moved. The main watching area was near the Flatiron building, but it was actually pretty far. We have a better view now. But you can see the Empire State Building from all over the city, so there could be people. It's a good question. I don't know the answer. Not where we are though.
I didn't realize that Volume 1 comes out. That makes sense.
Yeah.
See, like, just imagine being those actors with your face on the Empire State Building.
That's crazy.
That's a key thing to me.
So crazy.
It is fun when we were back, in the other place when you were with fans and they were screaming out every character's name as they came on.
Mike!
11, I think, got the biggest cheers, of course.
So cool. Good night.
Good night.
Okay. That's awesome. Okay, so we're gonna walk by the Empire State Building. If you just joined here in New York City, Fifth Avenue, we've been watching the Stranger Things illumination all over the Empire State Building. We started at Flatiron, which is where kind of the main watch area was. There were so many people that the connection went total crap on us. But we did get one version down there that was pretty good, so I'll post that later. And we've just been walking north, closer and closer to the Empire State Building to see what it's like. So cool to see. Thank you all for being here. I'm sure tons of people who are driving around are like, why is everybody in Manhattan staring up at the Empire State Building? So this is what it usually looks like. It might be lit up, might have some flashing lights, you know, for a graduation or something. But to have it like fully animated like this is very new. Super cool to see. Just waiting for the light to change. We'll go head over to the building itself, see what's up. Gregory says they do this stuff often. Well, they do normal lights all the time. They have a whole calendar of events. But I've never seen something like this. I mean, who knows? But
The lights are usually in honor of something. Like,
yeah.
Like you were saying, a graduation. I know there's an organization I used to volunteer for whose color was orange. They lit up for that.
Yeah. So good question about commercial promotions. I don't know the answer to
As
that.
I know, this is certainly the biggest one I've
Yeah, none come to mind.
known.
Arrow says, heard they put a Demogorgon on the 86th floor. I don't know if we're gonna get up to 86, but we'll take a look and see what's happening at the building. See, if I were in the cast and had cast kind of money, I'd be over in the Chrysler building or the Edge looking at the Empire State Building. All right, so we're here. We're at the Empire State Building now. And we're just gonna walk around, see what we can see. And see who we can see. Who knows? People are asking if they walk away from the building, would they have a better view? The answer is yes.
100%.
100% yes. So this is the Empire State Building. We'll peek our heads in, see what's up. Arrow, it's my pleasure. Thanks for being here. This is what the inside of the Empire State Building looks like if you've never been in. We're not going to go up, but figured we might as well check this out. I know they're doing they do an annual photo contest. Okay, well, we're going to walk around, see if there's anything else. We'll go to the north side of the building sometimes. That's where you go if you want to go on tours, for example. So we'll go check out there, see if anything's happening. If you're just joining, we've been walking around the Empire State Building. Earlier in the stream, if you want to scroll back, you can see the illuminations that have been happening for Stranger Things. First volume drops tonight, as far as I know. And I'm going to post a clean copy of the video I took later, so there won't be any buffering or any of that nonsense. Here with my wife, Lisa.
What's that?
Here with my wife,
Oh,
Lisa.
yes. Hello.
I would say pretty confidently there is not anything happening at the building.
No.
It's just the illuminations on top of the building. Okay, we tried. Well,
We did get a peek inside.
yeah.
That's good.
Well, we're out. We're gonna walk up Fifth Avenue a little bit. We'll see if you can see. We'll see if you can see any illumination up this way. But we'll just check out Fifth Avenue a bit. Maybe go check out the library in Rockefeller, and then we'll call it a night. But thanks everybody for being out here with us, checking out New York City. What time is it?
9:38.
9:38. Okay. Well,
Past
9:38.
my bedtime.
Something like that. 34th Street, 5th Avenue, New York City. Tons of people out. Arrow says, how long are you planning on streaming this? We'll probably do about half an hour more, and then we'll call it a night. We're gonna keep walking north a little bit. We'll check out the library. Actually, maybe we'll go check out Bryant Park. And that's probably where we'll call it a night. So we're at 34th Street now. We'll walk over to 42nd. We'll see what's happening at Bryant Park. Beautiful New York City night. 65 degrees Fahrenheit. The vibes are good. We gotta get home so we can watch more Stranger Things. Episode 3. We started over just to get back in the scheme
been
of
a while.
things. Yeah, it has been a while. Smarter people than us probably already rewatched what they needed to rewatch. Oh well.
We got a question about when it comes out.
Yes.
So it's going to be, the fourth season is being released in 2 volumes. And it says the first one comes out May 27, but I believe it might be midnight tonight, which
Yeah.
technically makes it May 27.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing, is that it was
And then-
tonight, so probably midnight.
The second volume, which is the conclusion, comes out on July 1st.
Awesome. And I keep hearing that like the episodes are like 2 hours long. Something crazy like that. Is that right?
That I don't know.
Calais says, pretty sure volume 1 comes out at 3 a.m. Unbelievable.
Wow, well there you go.
Well, that would be midnight on the West Coast, so
Yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
it's midnight somewhere.
Yep.
There's so many people out. The city has really come alive over the last few weeks. Okay, we're gonna try to hop across before the light changes. Coming up on the Langham Hotel if you're into a 5-star hotel. Brianna Watkins says around 1 hour long, like a movie each. That's crazy. And I heard they were really, really, really expensive. That's why they canceled everything else. They spent all their money on Stranger Things. (37th Street). We're coming close to where the old Lord and Taylor building used to be. I mean, the building's still here, Lord and Taylor's not. Finale for volume 2, 2.5 hours. Yeah, it must have been what I heard. That's less like a TV show, more like a movie.
Thank you, Maggie. I was running back there to try to keep up.
Maggie says you better wait for Lisa when you cross the street. You know, her little legs don't move as fast. She's keeping up. I'm not going anywhere without her. Thank you for keeping us honest, me in particular.
Yep. But he has to.
It says, used to be Lord and Taylor. Here in beautiful New York City. (42nd Street) will be the New York Public Library, the main branch. There says, thank you for the great video. Well, thank you for being here, and thank you for tuning in from Toronto. Ignore Nightbot, it doesn't like too many emojis in one message. A little trigger happy, a little sensitive. Arrow was asking, was playing the Stranger Things movie? I was just making a joke that it's so long it's like a movie. Not a very good joke. We'll see if the car is stopping. Yes. Okay. All right, so we're coming up to the New York Public Library, the main branch. We'll see Patience and Fortitude protecting the library. And then we'll go check out Bryant Park right next door. Sometimes there's music. We'll see what's happening over there tonight. Can you look back to see if you can see the Empire State Building? Is it illuminated on this side?
It's only on the south side.
Arrow said, I meant to say, what is playing music? That's a good question. I had to take the mics away because we were having audio problems, so I'm just using the iPhone microphones, which picks everything up. So it's probably just traffic. It's probably just the cars we're walking by.
But earlier, a bus with the Stranger Things branding was playing the Stranger Things music.
Yeah. Yeah, they've had this bus with the logo driving around over and over again, like on a loop. No says that's the end. Well, we've switched now. We're just walking around New York City. I had, if you're asking about the illumination on the Empire State Building, it was going in like a loop. It would play for 10 minutes and then start over. So we got a few views of it from different places. Now we're just walking around New York City. So this is the public library. We've made it to about 41st Street, 5th Avenue. Famous New York Public Library. This is the main branch. If you've ever seen the movie Ghostbusters, this is where you're at.
And Spider-Man.
And Spider-Man and a million other movies. And we have Patience and Fortitude overlooking. We're looking after the public library. And on the other side of it is Bryant Park. So we're headed over to Bryant Park. Just doing some people watching tonight. It's so crazy. There were so many people down at the Flatiron building. They just sapped all the connection. But now it's back. Now we're strong. There's so many people out, huh? It's like rush hour.
I was going to say, we do these usually on Sundays in the morning.
Yeah.
And it
Totally
feels,
different.
I don't know, the energy feels even more lively right now.
Yeah, very different energy. And it's only Thursday, right?
Yeah. Well, that is typically the going out day, right? Back in our younger days.
All right, walking over to Bryant Park. Ah, casino. Gonna have Lisa do a little moderating now. All right, so we're on famous 42nd Street, New York City, walking west from 5th Avenue towards 6th Avenue, so we can go check out Bryant Park. See what's happening there. It's also Fleet Week, so I took some video earlier of the Intrepid, and there were some other things going on for Fleet Week. I did not see the parade of ships though. I was bummed about that. I missed that, but got some ship footage coming soon. AC says, "Think you should sit down and rest for a while." I think you're speaking the truth. When we get into Bryant Park, we'll take a rest. Been holding this camera for an hour and a half. If you go on the Bryant Park webcam, you can probably spot us. Walking into the park now. Ooh, it looks like they got the screen set up for they do outdoor movies, yeah. So there's a cafe, BP Cafe, Bryant Park Cafe. Yeah, I just want to show the park a little bit first. But if you want to take a seat, I'll come meet you in a second. So we'll go take a look at the lawn. They got this big screen set up for the movies. And there's a carousel, although it looks, it's probably way too late, huh? Looks like it's dark. Bryant Park. Come here during the day, you'll see tons of people sitting on the lawns, having lunch. They have ping pong. There's all sorts of stuff happening here. It's the other side of the public library. And the various cafes around the park. Here's the big lawn. All right. So we've made it to Bryant Park. I think this is where we're going to sign off. Everybody, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for bearing with all of our technical challenges.
If you like this stuff, leave a like. Subscribe. We do walks all over New York City. Usually on Sundays we do live streams together. Most of the time I just take walks around the city, show you different parts of the city.
But we're also keeping an eye out for interesting events like this, you know, that are fun and
We'll check them out.
bring people together.
But thanks everybody for being here. Stay safe out there. Be kind to one another, and we'll see you next time.
Yep, see you next time. Bye.
Have a good night.